Okay, let's get this started. Last time we left this off, I'm pretty sure Deku just got into UA. In fact, I think he was walking into the classroom, and he would run into Bakugo and Ida arguing and all that. And then you'd meet a girl that he saved, Uraraka, again. Which she would go up to him and thank him. And before any conflict between Bakugo and Deku would start in the classroom, or begin, Aizawa would come in, stopping it and telling everybody to put this on and meet him outside. And he'd explain the rest, which he would, explaining that it's a quirk test, where they can test how powerful the quirk are, and all that, and physical exams. So we would start saying, handing the throwing ball to Deku, saying he got first with 90 points. So he would demonstrate throwing the ball without his quirk. Whenever he does, he would got the average or above average that normally people get. As always says with his quirk. Instead of being Deku like he says, no, I don't have a quirk, he would just pull out the blade that his master gave him. This blade he would pull it out with everybody thinking that he has some kind of creation or a blade quirk. But they would see him swing it, and it would have sent a shockwave smashing into the ball, throwing it, and it would make him throw it much farther. So people think it must have some kind of a Mater type quirk that allows him to do something with the blade. But this would get Bakugo fuming, since he thinks that Deku just lied to him all these years. So he would be really angry, but he can't act upon it since Aizawa is still there. And so they would continue on the test. Nothing much would happen. Nothing interesting. A fight almost broke out between Deku and Bakugo, but Aizawa stopped it. With Aizawa canceling, or trying to cancel both of their quirks. Seeing that Deku's sword doesn't disappear. Which I'd say some people would take notice of. A select few, and Bakugo would too. Since Bakugo may be a hothead to most, he is quite smart. And so they would go on. Until then, one day or a couple days later, All Might would come in. All Might there, and he would tell them to all put on their hero suit. And they would. Deku's hero suit wouldn't be much. It wouldn't be flashy. It would be green and black suit with nothing much than that. Just like his original suit in canon. He might add a mask in the future, but I'll say he just has the mask now. How about that? But they would start the match between them. It would be the same team in the original, being Bakugo and Ida, Deku and Ochako, and the hero team, and Bakugo and Ida for the villain team. Bakugo would run off, aiming for Deku, trying to attack him. With them running into each other while he tries to explode through a wall and attack Deku. Deku would be fast enough to dodge, as Deku would pull out his blade and seemingly cut through Bakugo. But what people see is his blade phase right through him, leaving no damage, but the expression on Bakugo's face would seem like he just got cut. As he looks at Deku and asks what it was that, as Deku would be holding his blade, and he would say this blade is a phantom blade. It can't harm living objects, but it can cause pain to them. As Baku would explode back from his blade, as he tries to swing back at him, as he would launch explosions at him, which wouldn't do nothing since Deku could dodge them. As Deku would create several after images that would run through the hallway, as Baku would explode all of them, as he would have a blade be stabbed through his chest, and then sliced through his entire body. As this would cause even greater pain, as everybody got even more confused. Since Deku just created after images, it seemed like he was able to disappear from their sight. Well, he does create after images, but he's not invisible. Since he doesn't run that fast after creating after images, he just hides his presence and walks behind you and stabs you. So yeah. But as Bakugo would explode off saying enough, pulling out his gauntlets and ready to pull them, Deku would look at him as he would grab his blade, and what Bakugo feels is fear of some sort. Deku projecting his quote-unquote killing intent onto him, since he knows that he's not going to kill him. But this would cause Bakugo to freak out and pull the pin, which, whenever he does this, Deku would disappear from the screen, with his government area, as they think he just like blew him out of the area because there's an opening on the wall behind where Deku was. They look on the monitor, seeing Deku appear right next to Bakugo, as Bakugo tries to explode back or to dodge. But as a wave of wind would come from Deku's swing, which would slam into Bakugo, sending him back into the wall, smashing him against it. So he tried to get up, but he does. Deku would have impaled him again, straight through the head. And that would be the finisher for Bakugo. I might have to go over what Deku just did, as they would show a wall with a triangle cut out, or a piece of like concrete that had a triangle, and would roll back the footage, showing Deku swinging his hand, cutting through the wall, and pushing it, and disappearing through it. And after the whole explosion's done, he would appear and would have attacked Bakugo with a swing of his hand, sending a shockwave and knocking him out. But Bakugo would be tied up with tape. As this would happen, he would be out, so even if he does regain consciousness, he can't do anything. So yeah. But it'd be Deku versus Ida, and Uraraka versus him. As Deku, true that his sword can't phase through his armor, is what people are thinking, that since his stuff can. But somebody has to point out that he did just cut through solid concrete with one hand. That is blade. If it could touch them, if it could interact with organic material, it could like cut through somebody with barely any effort. Dropping it on your arm would cut it clean in half. That's how sharp the blade is. His armor does nothing for you then. His Deku would be able to slice through it, cutting it off of him. It would be a speed match. Deku would be able to keep up with Ida, but Ida can get faster than in an instant. But Deku can disappear in an instant, and leaving behind clones of sorts. But it'll get to the end. As Deku would say, enough of this. As unlike the last time what he did to Bakugo, sitting in that strike with wind, they would see him with two hands on the blade, swinging it down, saying Hell Stroke. And this shockwave would be much stronger, sending Ida straight up into the air, crashing through walls. As Deku would walk up to the bomb, touching it, declaring him the winner. As this would be told to everybody, they would have headed back to the watch area, going through all the rest of the test. And Bakugo would be awake by now, fuming and sad at the same time. As people would be asking about his quirk, but as I would be walking in, saying to them that I'm pretty sure that's not his quirk. Which I would surprise people by they would say, but it can like go through people. And he says, yes, but my quirk is the ability to cancel them. And back then, whenever I canceled his quirk and all that, or I was supposed to, like how I did to Bakugo, it didn't disappear. You could make the arguments like, you know, like organic or like property in metals, like how Momo makes them, but you can tell it's not like a regular making of a blade. But even on paper, it says that you're quirkless. And Deku would say, it's true. The blade that I use is the quirk of my master, which allows him to make blades like this that can go through humans and organic creatures. So, yes, that's right. I'm quirkless. As he would smile. Which, this would surprise a lot of people. Since Bakugo's quirk and that explosion. But that's whenever somebody brings up how does he disappear. And that's whenever he has to explain that his master taught him how to hide his presence. And sort of release his own presence to make clones that are fakes. And that's whenever they talk about wind strikes. As he says, as he would swing his hands, which people can feel the wind off of it. As he would flatten his hand, as he would aim for I would say a table, metal table, which it wouldn't cut it, but it would like put a huge dent into it, like a line of a dent. Saying that I was taught at a very young age, and I was told to get very physical strong, that my strength is beyond a normal human's. Through a lot of training. So I can do feats that somebody with a cork have to be strong enough to throw in pressures of physical cork. And that's why I can do feats like this that a normal human with no cork can do. Can't do, I mean. So yeah. But this conversation would be done as they would be told to leave school and all that, and to get ready. Everything would be doing fine up until lunch the next day, with a break-in starting, and it would end up all the same. But this is where I'm going to end it off, with them being told about the USJ. Peace, my dudes. Men, because there's some of them are women, but I'm not sure if that's true, since I'm pretty sure there's no 64-year-olds watching my videos. Goodbye.